Okay, so I want to do a read to see why Donald keeps falling asleep in court. So there's all the speculation that he's got dementia, so that's one of the signs, and he's coming down off of his highs, and you know, all the regular stuff. So here's the thing, though. To be fair, I'm a night owl, as most people know, and he is too, because he's always up at 2 a.m. tweeting and all these different types of things. So when you take a person with that type of circadian rhythm, as they call it, and then stick them in a courtroom with all that excitement, in the middle of the morning, that's a combination for sleep. It's just the same as anybody who goes to church and falls asleep in the middle of church. So, I mean, I get it. Now, mind you, when you're in church, you're not fighting for your freedom. So there is that. But I just want to take a look. See what the cards say. We'll do Celtic Cross. Why does he keep falling asleep in church? Let's see. Why, oh why? He ain't too sleepy to break his gag order, so I mean. In church. I said in church, didn't I? Why does he keep falling asleep in court? Why does Donald Trump keep falling asleep in court? Let's see. Four times, has it been? Needs a B12 shot or something. Try vitamins, Donald. That might help you. The Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is a card of burden. The heavy load one must bear, who is a night owl, to exist during the daytime. It is currently 7:44 on May 3rd that I'm doing this video, so... But you want to know what? I have technically been up since 2:30, 1:30? 2:30 or 1:30 this morning. So there's that too. Challenged by the Wheel of Fortune. Time. I think it's just a time thing. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of time, fate, and destiny. And then there is the Ten of Wands. There's burden, challenged by time. The time is his burden. I think it's just early. The root of this is justice. There's the court. Mind you, this is not the most exciting thing in the world. This is not the Tweet Olympics, and so he's not fully engaged. I don't think I even need any more cards. I think that's it. I mean, there's the Page of Pentacles in the past. This has not been an issue in the past because he was able to just write and do this. This is criminal. This is not civil. So it's boring. On the mind, Seven of Swords. Schemes. Probably dreaming of ways to get out of this. In the future, there's the moon. I think he's just a child of the night, and I just personally think he's just sleepy. This is boring. He's tired. Could he have dementia or signs thereof? Sure. But I don't think that's what this is. And I mean, that you could have a mixture of both. Maybe you are, you know, because again, I fall asleep in the middle of the day because that's when I go to sleep. Not because I have dementia. All my family traits, I already got all that stuff. So. The Seven of Cups, there is the confusion. The Five of Swords. Defeat. What defeated him? Wheel of Fortune. Time. It's too early. The Two of Wands, this is probably his nap time, so this is too early. The Two of Wands, there's plans. It's also not a card of action, it's a card of thinking, pretty much. Coming up with plans. And then there's the Fool. Go to bed at night, sir. The Fool is coupled with the Moon. Go to bed at night. So you're good and alert the next day, but then again, it's not like you're the lawyer. So, what do you need to know? That's their president. Can't stay awake in court. Okay, so let's run a crystal ball it here. How is this case that he keeps falling asleep in, that he's getting all of these big, huge witnesses coming forth, too, and all of this damning information? What is this going to be like? How is this going to end? Will he be vindicated, adjudicated, or eradicated? Then violated. So let's see. How will this end? Will he claim victory in this case? New York doesn't seem to be having your mess, sir. So, will he claim victory in the election interference case? Will he claim victory? First card, the Two of Cups. So a deal is attempted here, challenged by the Fool, naturally. So this might be him displaying his regular behavior of not being able to control himself. King of Cups in the root. There is some attempt to create a deal type situation here. Maybe there's an appeal or some sort of... There's an attempt to a deal for this person, but he is actually the problem here. So I don't know if it's his side wanting to have the court show some sort of leniency or something, but he is the issue. He is the thing that is messing up the deal. Okay, in the past is the Ten of Swords. This is loss, so it looks like we are just... This is not just loss, but it's loss and ruin. He just went through a period of ruin with Letitia James and E. Jean Carroll, where he owes both of them a combined total of everything. And so he has already received some ruin. I think that, because this is in the past, so this may be a situation where it repeats. Now, mind you, the way I read the Celtic, I pair number 1, number 4. Number 4 is the past, the Ten of Swords. Number 1 is the Two of Cups. And so whatever kind of ruin he had a deal for. So kind of the situation where he met Letitia James at $450 million and then some sort of deal was struck to bring it to 175, at least for the bond. And so here you may have some sort of ruin there in the past and a new deal that they're trying to strike. The problem in both cases, but especially the one I guess I'm reading on here, is him. So whatever deal they are trying to make, because in the past when he faced ruin they did the same thing, he is going to be the problem in there. So the crowning thoughts is the Moon. So how will this end? There's a lot of... Something else is going to come out of this. How many times do we say that? Something else is going to come out of this. There's something missing. Information or witness or something. There's something missing. Not witness missing as in, morte. It's someone hasn't come forth, or there's someone else to talk to, or something of that nature, to where something else could come out of this, to where this is not over. And it may not even be for him, because you remember back when he had the ruin in the New York case, and then somebody hanky-panky stepped forward, and now there's all eyes on him, and so there's something else coming out of this. What's next is the Queen of Swords. So we may have an issue with documents, but like legal writings or affidavits or something of that nature. So some writings and some legal things and some lawyers, and a whole bunch of logistics, basically. In the feelings is the Queen of Wands. So there's the judge. They want the judge to show some leniency. They don't know how to get that done, though. Queen of Wands and the Moon, they want some leniency. They want something. They want a deal. Two of Cups from the judge. But they not so much, I'll grease the palms type thing. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be below that, but to not so much grease the palms, but just show some leniency, some immunity, is this not your first day on the job where I can just give you any excuse and you buy it type thing? And the environment is the Empress. The Empress is abundance and expansion. Again, something else comes out of this. This branches off into other things. It's also a card of creation, and it's coupled with the Fool, and so whatever it is that he is doing is expanding something else, legally speaking. So, this isn't over. The Five of Wands and the hopes and fears, so fear of fighting, combat. And it ends in the Knight of Cups, some sort of offer. This is hollow and shallow, though, so there may be some sort of deal that is struck. Maybe some sort of deal, legally speaking. Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups. So something on paper that has been offered to the Fool. So he may get some sort of, I don't want to call it leniency. I'm going to call it leniency because that's what it is. If you don't throw the entire book at him, then you're being soft. Period. But I do believe with that card, though, it spells conviction. Because there's no need to offer him anything if he won. And there's no need for him to offer them anything if he won. So there is an offer here of some sort. The offer is not the greatest, though. The Knight of Cups is not a bad card, necessarily. It's charm and wit and romance and things of that nature. But the Knight of Cups offers you something. And as I always use the example, it says 5 days and 5 nights in beautiful desert hotel. But they don't tell you it's in the middle of Baghdad. And so it sounds nice until you read the fine print. And so there's something offered to him here that looks pretty. But there's something imbalanced within the details of it. And so you do not get necessarily what you want. You may have think you had, but you did not. But there is a deal, I believe, with those two there. So we shall see.